welcome to my YouTube channel. In the lecture of class 12th, today I will teach you the properties of inverse trigonometric function. Okay, so today my topic is properties of inverse trigonometric functions. So what are the properties and how we can solve the question on the basis of that properties? I will do these types in this lecture. So we have properties. Okay, come to the properties. There are 7 properties in inverse trigonometric functions. In the 7 properties there are subparts. Okay, so I will start from the first property. First property is sine inverse. First property is sine inverse sine x is always equals to x, but condition on x belongs to pi by 2 to pi by 2 close interval. Okay, cos inverse cos x is equals to x if x belongs to close interval 0 to pi. Tan inverse tan x is equals to x if x belongs to open interval pi by 2 to pi by 2, right? Cot inverse cot x, that will equals to x if x belongs to 0 to pi, open interval. Okay, now come to the secant inverse secant x, that will equals to x if x belongs to 0 to pi minus pi by 2. We have to exclude pi by 2 from this, so that there should not be any pi by 2. Okay, now cosecant inverse x, cosecant inverse cosecant x, that is equals to x if x belongs to minus pi by 2 to pi by 2 excluding 0. So this is the first type of the properties. Now come to the second type. What is the second type? Now sine inverse x is equals to x if x belongs to negative 1 to 1. Okay, cos inverse x is equals to x if x belongs to again minus 1 to 1. So this is the range of inverse trigonometric function. These are the domains of inverse trigonometric function. This value should lie between minus 1 to 1, and in this case this value should lie between minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. Otherwise this property is not applied in questions. You have to see about that condition which is given to you. You have to check the range and domains. Okay, come to the tan inverse x, that is x when x belongs to R. Cot inverse x when x belongs to R, because both have same values. Now come to the secant and cosecant. Secant inverse secant, that is secant inverse x, that is equals to x. The condition on x is x belongs to R minus open interval 1 to 1. Okay, cosecant inverse x is equals to x. What is the condition on x? X belongs to R minus open interval of minus 1 to 1. So these are the 2 properties. Now come to the third property. What is third property? Easy properties are there. You have to learn these properties. After that you can solve so many questions on the basis of these properties. These are very important properties. Okay, come to the third and fourth property. There are 7 properties in inverse trigonometric function. Okay, so come to the third property. Third property is based on the 1 upon x. 1 upon x. Third property, that is sine inverse 1 upon x, that is cosecant inverse x, and the condition on x belongs to r minus 1 by 2. The range, it should lie between the range cos inverse 1 upon x, that is secant inverse x. The condition is x belongs to r minus 1 to 1. Okay, now come to the cos. After cos we have tan inverse 1 upon x, that will equals to cot inverse x greater than 0. When x is greater than 0, so we have this property, otherwise minus pi plus cot inverse x when x is less than 0. So there are two values of tan inverse 1 upon x, when x is positive and when x is negative. Okay, so this is the third property. Now come to the fourth property. Fourth property is we have to check sine inverse minus x, that is minus sine inverse x. The condition, x belongs to closed interval 1 by 2 to 1 to negative 1 to 1. Cos inverse x, negative x, not x. This is negative x, that is pi minus cos inverse x. So there should not be any pi, but there is pi minus cos inverse x when there is a negative sign with the inverse function of x. Cos, inverse function of cosecant cos, so we have pi minus cos inverse x. The condition is x belongs to minus 1 to 1, right? Now come to the tan inverse minus x, that is equals to negative tan inverse x, and the condition is x belongs to a set of all real numbers. Cot inverse minus x, again the value will change according to the cos, that will equals to pi minus cot inverse x, and the condition is x belongs to set of all real numbers. Now after cot we have secant and cosecant. Secant negative x, again the formula is same like these two, cot and cos. We have pi minus secant inverse x, and the condition is x belongs to r minus 1 to 1. Now cosecant inverse minus x, that will equals to minus cosecant inverse x. So this x belongs to r minus 1 to 1. So these are the third and fourth property. Okay, you have to learn this property. Come to the fifth property and sixth property. Fifth, sixth and seventh, there are three properties left. So we have to learn these properties. These are very important properties. You have to learn for your chapter. To make your chapter perfect, you have to learn again and again, like as you have done in class 11. There are 22 formulas in class 11th of trigonometry. Okay, now come to the fifth property. Fifth property sine inverse x plus cos inverse x is equals to pi by 2. Here again we have the one condition of x, that is minus 1 to 1. Okay, tan inverse x plus cot inverse x is equals to pi by 2. Again we have x belongs to set of all real numbers. Secant inverse x plus cosecant inverse x is equals to pi by 2, and the condition is x belongs to set of all real number except negative 1 to 1. So this is the fifth property. Now come to the sixth property. That is very important. So many questions of board exams are based on 6th and 7th properties. Okay, what is 6th property? Tan inverse x plus tan inverse y. What is the value? What is the formula? That is tan inverse x plus y upon 1 minus xy. But the condition is xy greater than 1. Okay, okay, this is not greater, this is less than 1. X, their product is should be less than 1. The second property on the basis of this, the second part of 6th property is tan inverse x minus y upon 1 plus xy, and the condition this time is x greater than minus 1. xy is greater than minus 1, so this is the 6th property, maximum time used property. Okay, now come to the last property, that is 7th property. Actually we have two tan inverse x formula in the form of sine, cos and tan, in the form of 3 inverse trigonometric function on the basis of some conditions. First is 2 tan inverse x, that is sine inverse 2x upon 1 plus x square. This is the formula of 2 tan inverse x, and the condition is x lies between minus 1 to 1. Okay, 2 tan inverse x has the formula in the form of cos inverse 1 minus x square upon 1 plus x square, and the condition on x is x should be greater than equals to 0. Only that we have to apply this property. 2 tan inverse x is equals to tan inverse 2x upon 1 minus x square, and what is the condition on x? That x is lies between, there is minus 1 to 1 open interval. So these are the 7 properties. On the basis of these properties we have some question. Okay, come to that questions. First questions, property according to the properties. The questions, there are so many questions in the exercises. One is miscellaneous, and the formulas, that question based on second exercise. That is in second exercise based on the properties only. Okay. Now come to the question. Question is, find the value of cos, this is cos inverse cos 13 pi by 6. You have to find the property, you have to apply the property. Property says that if cos inverse cos x, that will equals to x, but the condition on x is the x lies between 0 to pi. Is it right? 0 to pi. Okay, so how we can, you have to reduce this between 0 to pi. How? When I will start this, I will check, is it lie between 0 to pi? No, it does not lie between, so we have to reduce it. But how? Cos inverse cos 13 pi by 6. We will convert it into the lowest form, 2 pi plus, I will change this bracket into the greatest, 2 pi plus pi by 6. Reduce, 6 2s are 12 plus 1 13. Now 2 pi after school to college. So 2 pi plus theta. 2 pi, there is no change in cos, so we have cos inverse cos pi by 6, right? So now this pi by 6 lies between 0 to pi. Cancel these two and you get pi by 6. So this is the way to apply the properties. Okay, come to the next question. Next question is, I will take that question from your NCERT book. Okay, this is question of NCERT exemplar problem. This is the question from your NCERT exemplar problem book. The questions of NCERT exemplar problems are also very, very important, except your NCERT. Okay, come to the NCERT's question. I have one question from your NCERT, that is of exercise 2.2 exercise. Question number first. 3 question says that prove that 3 sine inverse x is equals to sine inverse 3x minus 4x cube. And the condition is also given, x belongs to minus 1 by 2 to 1 by 2. This is the question of your NCERT. How we can solve this question? Okay, I will substitute the value of x. How? Solution. When you take the solution, put x is equals to sine theta. Okay. When I take the left hand side is equals to 3 sine inverse x. I will substitute the value here, that is sine 3 sine inverse sine theta. This and this will cancel, we get 3 theta. Okay, now come to the right hand side. Right hand side is sine inverse 3x minus 4x cube. I will again substitute the value sine inverse sine 3 sine theta minus 4 sine cube theta. Right? That will equals to sine inverse. This is equals to sine 3 theta. Both sine and sine inverse will cancel. We get 3 theta. That means left hand side equals to right hand side. So this is the way to solve the question of proof. You can also apply another method except this in spite of this substitution. Okay. Now come to the next question of NCERT. What is that question? Question is, next question. The question number 3rd of your NCERT book, exercise 2.2, question number 3rd. How we can prove, how we can solve this question. Question is, 3rd question of NCERT, tan inverse 2 by 11 plus tan inverse 7 by 24 is equals to tan inverse 1 by 2. Okay. So this is the question. You have to solve, you have to prove that. This is prove that. How you can prove? We have one formula of tan inverse, that is tan, this is the one formula, tan inverse x plus tan inverse y. What is the formula? Tan inverse x plus y upon 1 minus xy. If condition is if xy less than 1. xy less than 1. So we have to check the multiplication. Yes, 7 2s are 14 and the greatest number is the denominator, therefore it is less than 1, 0 point something. So I will apply this formula. Okay, so I will start the solution. Take left hand side. When you take left hand side, that is tan inverse 2 by 11 plus tan inverse 7 by 24. Apply that formula, that tan inverse a plus b upon 1 minus 1 plus, this is a minus 2 by 11 into 7 by 24. Okay, take the LCM. 24 into 11, 24 and 24, 264. Tan inverse, that is 24 2s are 48 plus 77 upon 264 divided by 264 minus 14 divided by 264. So this 264 and 264 will cancel. Okay. So we have I will rub the solutions. They are tan inverse. I will next do this tan inverse 48 and 77, 125. Okay. In the denominator, after subtracting 214 from 64, we get 250. Right? So 125 2s are 250. this is 250, 25, this is tan inverse 1 by 2, which we want to prove. This is your right hand side. So this implies left hand side equals to right hand side. This is the way to solve the question. Do more and more question from your NCERT of exercise 2.2. Thank you.